Hey guys, it's Ramble Roleplays here. This is not a roleplay episode of Zomboid, rather it is just kind of my spotlight that I'm going to start doing little videos here and there of Hydrocraft. Hydrocraft is a mod for Project Zomboid. It was made by a individual by the name of Hydromantrix. I think I pronounced that right. Hydro, if you're out there, let me know if I mispronounced it. It's basically a mod where you can do just about anything. It adds literally thousands of new items and renders to the game. For example, here, sorry, the storm is getting in my way here, guys, but you can make a corpse scarecrow. Now, I don't know if these actually frighten away other zombies or not. It doesn't seem to from the looks of the place, but that would be really cool if they did. This is a log barrier, but I'm not sure if it actually does anything because, as you can see, I can walk right through it. I'm not sure if it has an actual use or if it's just purely decorative. Yeah, I've started working on my barbed wire fence here. For some reason, they won't connect, like right here where I'm standing, and I guess it just needs to be one long fence, so I'm going to have to go through with the sledgehammer and get rid of these. As you can see, I'm in Phoenix, and this is a building I found kind of down in the southwestern corner. It's at the end of one of the main avenues. It is perfect for building a Hydrocraft style base, meaning that there's plenty of floors you can use. As you can see, I've added sheet ropes to most of the second floor windows, which is where I do most of my work. I just started this base. Let's see, I've survived for about a month and 2 days and 21 hours, killed 630 zombies. I'm also using the Real Gun mod. I think it's Orthman's Real Gun mod. I can't remember the actual name. It's a neat mod, but as you can see here, I'll equip this Remington 788 in both hands, but the only problem with the mod is some of the weapons, as you can see here, don't show up. But each of the individual weapons do have their own individual sound effects, which is pretty cool. So once we get that squared away and figure out how to get those renders in the game, it should be pretty cool. But seeing as how I'm a terrible shot with a rifle anyway, I'm going to go ahead and put that back up so I can actually move faster than a snail's pace. Let me go ahead and show you the front. And this building, by the way, is really cool because it's got tons of storage racks and crates that have all kinds of useful stuff. I have barricaded every window in the front, back, all four sides basically. And I did it with pallets of lumber that I found, which also come from Hydrocraft. You can find pallets and stacks of lumber. I think each pallet has 3 stacks of lumber, if I remember right. But I used all of that. All of it, stuff I found in the building, I used to barricade the building. So like I said, it kind of lends itself to this particular mod. Now I'll go ahead and go in the front here. I've walled off the front so that they don't notice my campfires and other work endeavors. Go ahead and open it up here. I'll show you what I got going on in here. As you can see, there's plenty of space in here and more sheet rope. I added a secondary wall to the front door. And that just adds basically a few more layers of protection in case they do manage to breach the walls, which they haven't shown up in those numbers yet because it's still early on. As you can see, there's a catwalk on one half of the building, and that goes up all 4 floors, or for 3 floors. Thank you. So you got 1, 2, 3, and then a small catwalk up there to the upper right. And it's pretty cool because I built this stairway just to get up to this floor and the catwalk. I don't know, I might keep it, I might not, because if they do get in, I don't want them being able to go up these stairs and get into these windows that aren't very well protected. So that's more for convenience. Just I have a lot of quick entryways into the building. I don't know why I put a cane in the campfire, but that's going to stay there because I have no need for it. Here's my campfire, of course. There's a lot of empty pallets from the wood stacks that I told you about. And we'll take a tour of the place real quick. I won't take a long time because I know a lot of you guys have things you got to do today, but it has excellent sources of water on the first floor. I got a lot of lumber from knocking down all of these bathroom stall doors, and I'm on no shortage of door supplies. So if you're ever making a base, guys, that's a cool tip. If it's got a bathroom with multiple stalls, you can just go in and bust all these doors down. You've got the lumber for whatever, and you've got plenty of door hinges and doorknobs to make your stuff. And I'm going to go ahead and fill my thermos while I'm here. I took high thirst as one of my flaws on this character, so I'm kind of obsessive compulsive about water. Oh, as I was saying, the first floor is got a giant storage area. I've looked and grabbed what I thought I can use, at least in the immediate future. But as you can see here, I've got it set on common loot, and just the amount of stuff in here, you know, all kinds of neat little items. And like I said, I've already taken a lot of the good stuff, but there's still plenty of useful items in there. And there weren't very many zombies in here either. I didn't have a really hard time clearing the place. So I'm going to go ahead and arm my axe. Second floor, it's not well lit. I believe there's a light switch around here somewhere, but I'm not actually sure where it's at. It's got this area down here, which, as you can see, has storage and crates and all kinds of goodies. And depending on what you have your loot respawn set as, it could either be very lucrative, or, you know, even if you had to wait the full length, like even if you set loot respawn for 2 months, which I believe currently is the maximum, you'd still be good, because as you can see, you know, I'm already at 1 month, and I've just barely started to scratch the surface of this particular character, which I named after my last name. Along in the back, there is a... I thought there was... Oh, yeah. I believe you have to get there via another door. I can't remember. The place is massive is what I'm trying to get at, guys. I still haven't found it. In here is my primary... Oh, I put a bookshelf there. See? You always got to think safety as far as that goes. Oh, yeah, I remember now. You have to go through here, and then that allows you access to the forward quarter of the building. And, yeah. But all of these doors that line up with this open up into this giant space, which you can do all kinds of stuff in. And as you can see, I've found several pallets of MREs, and they come with, like, I think 10 to 20 boxes of MREs. Each box of MREs has roughly 20 boxes in it. I have 13 boxes on my shelf, and I've unboxed several already. I've got 27 MREs. So food is not a big issue right now, nor is water. These fish tanks, Hydro, I am praising God for you, because I always take high thirst, because I myself in real life, I have a high metabolism, and I have to drink a lot of water to stay hydrated. So you're a dream come true, sir. So thank you for making these fish tanks here. I love them. One thing, you might be able to make these pallets if you ever get a chance. I know you're busy, and I know you're an excellent modder. Do these like the crates, if possible. I don't know if you can, or if it's some coding problem, but if you could make these pallets recyclable, oh, that would even be better. I have my carpenter bench here, and the carpenter bench is necessary in Hydrocraft if you're going to make anything worthwhile made out of wood. And you can make all kinds of things. A lot of new... I believe he added a lot of new... like this bottle of taco sauce and the barbecue sauce. I don't remember those being in the vanilla game. They might be, but I think they're Hydrocraft. I definitely don't remember soup bouillon. There's a couple of other Hydrocraft items. I think candy corn is one. Bag of rice, bag of tortillas, and you can undo the bag of corn tortillas and make all kinds of nifty meals. Here's a few good ones. Let's see here. The pinch clamp, rubber gloves, safety glasses. Don't ask me why I have wedding rings. I'm weird and I collect them. Okay. Let's see here. I have Orthman's real gun mod on, so I've got all kinds of different ammo. AK-47 47 full auto, Benelli Super 90 Beretta, and FSL LSR, and all kinds of other things. I have my screwdriver for whenever I find attachments, I can add them on there. An adult magazine. I think you can talk to Hydro about that. And this magazine doesn't use up when you use it, by the way. So and it only weighs 0.2. So what I usually do is carry it when I'm going out, or if I'm going to be out for an extended time. That way, if I get bored, you can look at the stats right there. Negative 100 across the board. And as I said, you can read it. Let me show you real quick. That's a regular magazine. You can read the magazine, and where it would burn up and go away if it was a regular magazine, the adult magazine stays here. So yeah, just throw that in your Alice pack there. Also, Hydro, I love the Alice packs. I've been looking forever for a large one, and I haven't been able to find one since I had a character that lost, he lost his life. But I love the Alice packs. Really good addition, man. I love all the different... that's another thing about this game, guys. For you female players out there, there are purses and handbags if you want to get right down to the real-life nitty-gritty and make a character based solely off of yourself. You can go out there and just carry your purse around in the apocalypse. So it all works out. Let me go ahead and show you the... this is my dog. I've named her Trixie. She's a Doberman. I can't use her as a war dog because currently I believe only pit bulls can be used as war dogs, but I keep her around just in case the day comes where Hydro fixes that. I keep my toy Stegosaurus here. He looks more like Godzilla. That's why I grabbed him. And he watches over the room here. It's my bedroom. I walled it off for security reasons in case I'm still alive in this game when NPCs come out, because I'm not sure how they are supposed to behave, but if there are hostile ones out there, I want an extra layer of protection from them as well. The second floor on this side of the building is just kind of more or less useless office space. I think in the long run I might come through here and let me see if the light works. Yeah, the light's pretty piss poor on this level, but I might come through here with a sledgehammer and go ahead and just clear all this out and make it more room for future Hydrocraft projects. Back half of the second floor, this is just the door to the same room. This is a storage area, and these areas, it's the same with all the other floors pretty much. It's got some crates and it kind of loops around, and it's really just one room that's separated by the stairway in the center, as you can see. But I know my channel's new, and I know I don't have many subscribers, but for those of you who are, if you're watching this and you have any familiarity with Hydrocraft, you've seen the basic setup. You can get on projectzomboidmapproject.com, or the website, and you can look at this map, and you can look at each level layer by layer. It's a really good resource if you ever get lost, let me tell you. And if you want to take a look at this map, it's a really fun map. This building itself is worth it, and it also has access via the catwalks over here to the roof if you want to do a lot of rain collecting up on the roof. I'll go up real quick, and I don't know if the catwalk can access it that way or not. I believe it can, but it doesn't look like I have access to the top floor. But you can get up to the top floor via the center stairway at least, and as you can see, there's plenty of room up there, and it already has boxes up there with a few goodies. I haven't been up there really, so wait a minute. I believe I found the route. Oh, here we go. It's hidden by that. Okay, this little area right here is where the stairway goes up. It's always kind of hard to tell because of the way it's done, but yeah, you can get up here, and here we are, almost to the top. I think I just keep falling, so maybe there isn't a way up. But you can, I know I've got up there through the actual building itself, but I'm lucky I didn't break my leg doing that. So, yay for me. But yeah, you can get up there, and yeah, a lot of people would, I imagine, want to put their rain collection barrels up there if they don't use the fish tanks. I like those fish tanks because, and the IBC storage, because it just seems to last a long time, and even when the water shuts off, there's still a lot of water left in the pipes, so I can still utilize both of those restrooms for water for quite some time, even when the water shuts off. So, and there's also the surrounding neighborhoods. There's a residential neighborhood right down here to the south. I think there's about 4 or 5 multi-level houses all together down there, so I can always collect water from down there. And of course there's water bottles. But you guys have seen the inside of the place so far. I don't have any real big projects going on. As far as what my capabilities are for this character, as you can see, I set my experience modifier really high just so I could gain a lot of skills quickly, because I wanted this whole character to be based solely on Hydrocraft. So I didn't see the point in having to labor for hours and hours to get the skills necessary. I figured I would set it really high, gain a lot of experience quickly, so that I could showcase the mod more effectively. So here's my carpentry. It's currently at level 7, almost 8. I've been building, of course, just building because of the experience modifier, or the multiplier has helped me out. My sprinting's already good. I've had to do a few shootouts, as you can see, and gotten good at reloading. I would like to focus on some cooking, so guys like Nomus and Hydra out there, if you can give me some tips on good ideas for cooking, or how to store food, or particularly foods that don't spoil but can still be used to create effective meals. Because those MREs are good, but they don't give any kind of happiness or boredom reduction or anything like that. I mean, and they give you a lot of calories and nutrients, and they keep you well fed. But speaking of that, I need to eat something real quick, and I guess I'll use this as an example to show your average MRE. I'm currently could do with a bite to eat, and we'll watch the build-up bar here. And whenever it, I went from peckish to very long healing and strength boost. You know, the MREs from my time in the military, I can tell you they are chock full of calories. They are not a gourmet meal. But yeah, they are. That's a pretty realistic depiction of what the MREs can do for a person. Leek, jar of pickled tomatoes, all of these, I know the leek was vanilla, but a lot of these are just from Hydrocraft, or at least retextures. There's a lot of retextures that he did. So, in other words, guys, that's all I wanted to say for this particular video. I think I'm going to have my character go upstairs via a sheet rope, Batman and Robin style, and take a nap. So, you guys have seen the place. Tell me what you think about my little hideout so far. As I said, it's only a month into the game, maybe a couple of hours. I tend to use a lot of time up more quickly than most because I have a restless sleeper, so I sleep a lot of days, so the amount of time that's actually gone by isn't really indicative of the average player or person's time who doesn't have that flaw. So I'm going to show you an example real quick here. 12 hours of sleep. You can see my very tired up there in the corner. And it still hasn't gotten rid. I'm down to drowsy. And now I have to sleep for an additional 8 more hours. There it goes. And so I am not drowsy anymore, but I'm still not fully rested. As you can see here, I can sleep for up to 7 more hours, which I will do. And as you can see here, it grinds the time by really fast. So your character can survive for far longer with this flaw. As far as if those of you who are out there who are trying to break survival time records, it's a neat flaw to take. Yeah, it wastes a lot of time that you could be doing work, but it depends on what your overall goal is. So that was my little video for my little hideout here. And any additions that any of you think I should make, those of you who are knowledgeable about Hydrocraft, I'm new to it myself. I love it. It's completely changed an otherwise already amazing game. And thank you to the Indie Stone for making it. Thank you to Hydromantics for making the mod. And thank you for all of those who contribute content out there regarding the games so that all of us can learn more. And until then, see you guys later. Ramble Roleplays out.